Okay, so a little more work with the cover two here. We're going to audible. We're going to audible into that play action seams. And what I've done, I've already done it. Roberts, he's on a deep out originally. So I just audibled him into a little L2 flat route. And the cool thing about this is I'm playing against the cover 2 sink. So the cover 2 sink is obviously going to be more susceptible to the stuff underneath. But you can still get deep on it here. And I'm just showing you that because the cover 2 sink is definitely the more difficult of the cover 2s to play if you want to gain any type of yardage quickly. I mean, you can eat it up underneath, of course, and I'm sure other people have, you know, their respectable go-tos against the cover 2 sink. But I'm just showing you can beat it for, you know, long and deep yardage gains. So the cool thing about this play action is that it looks exactly like the main running play out of this formation, which is the inside zone. Now, it has other formations. I believe it has a counter, a draw, and a trap, neither of which really work all that well. The zone is probably the best play out of this formation, and it's really simple too. But like I said, this looks just like it, and as you can see, there's the cover 2 weakness, which we all know the cover 2 weakness is obviously going to be in between the safeties. I mean, you can see any weakness is away from the safety, so up the sidelines there. And what we have here is that little flat route drawing that corner away, and that linebacker in the middle, that's not his assignment to cover that corner, so he's not going to really stay with him, even though we have nothing coming to the middle of the field. So we're going to hit Crabtree up here on the corner route, but that's Earl Thomas right there, and yes, it is Earl Thomas this time. I did check, so it's 29, number 29, and he's pretty fast. He's a fast safety. He's not like, you know, 94 or nothing like that. He's only 90 or 91, but Crabtree's not that fast. Crabtree's 88. But he gets good separation from the linebacker, and he gets there. He gets to the sideline. So in case, you know, again, you don't have timeouts are sparingly. Not that they would really pick cover 2 sink if you were trying to go down the field, but they may. It's not a bad coverage. But if you've been eating it up all game, they certainly wouldn't pick it. And you know, if you can turn that corner with a fast receiver, I usually use the Cowboys. I'm using the Raiders because I have a friend who likes the Raiders, and I wanted to show him the setup. But if he can turn that corner, he's gone. I mean, obviously, there's no one there. He's the last line of defense. So I'm going to show you to the other routes on the opposite side. So the cool thing about this play action, which I mentioned before, is that it's quick play action. Doesn't take long to develop. As you can see, I mean, I'm doing it in slow motion, and that's still quick. He just fakes the handoff, and then the guy goes block. So he gives you a little extra time, which is great because on this opposite route on the right-hand side, which I have the camera tilted a little way that way so we can see it a little clearer, but he's going to run like a little half wheel route. It is a wheel route, but it's kind of a little more shallow than a lot of your other wheel routes. It doesn't go immediately to the sideline and then run up, which, you know, are annoying in this game. The wheel routes are pretty useless in this game because they take so long to develop. And it's good that you have a 6 blocker in there with the running back, although most of the time the pressure comes off the right tackle edge, and that goes for just about any team. But as you can see, that wheel route is opened up because of the seam in the middle. That guy bites on Amari Cooper. I believe that's Cam Chancellor on that side. He doesn't bite on it hard. He just stalls him a little bit. But if that's a weaker safety, you're going to get a lot more separation. And you're going to get separation every time. You're not going to get a touchdown every time because Cam Chancellor, I actually ran this play 2 times before this, and he tackled me for like 30 or 40 yards. But, you know, I wanted to show you that the home run is coming because, you know, that's what people want to see. People want to see the whoever that is celebrating in the end zone. He is a superstar for sure. Anyway, great play. They bite on the fake, and a lot of the times, this is, like I said, this is the sink. So if you run the Tampa 2, that seam route will be running open sometimes as well. That seam route and he can get downfield on that linebacker. See, he's got him beat down there, as you can see. So you might be able to throw it through the middle sometimes, but that is Bobby Wagner, and Bobby Wagner's pretty fast. It's still a mismatch, obviously. Amari Cooper is like 92 speed, and Bobby Wagner's like 88 speed. But, not all the time you're going to have a very fast middle linebacker like that. And sometimes you can get it right over the top. All right, I just wanted to show you what I was talking about here with the seam route. You can hit him over the top. Again, I do not trust that play. He's gonna get it this time and bring it in. I do not trust that play against the Seahawks. Let me restate that, because he's got separation, as you can see. That's pretty decent separation over the top. But that guy, we all know that in Madden, that guy can easily get that. He can. I mean, these guys freaking turn into Vince Carter sometimes and pick stuff like that off. And Bobby Wagner's really fast. So, like I said, a lot of times if you're working against a team that, doesn't have a fast middle linebacker, and you probably will know that immediately, and that play action helps him bite a little bit. That's the only reason he even gets separation. I don't think he would get any separation if it wasn't for the play action. But, it's just another option. You can beat him down that seam against cover 2. So, good play. Add it to your arsenal.